Hey everybody, I'm Mark Andresen. I'm going to do two 45-degree bends, a 45-degree bend offset. I'm going to start at 2 inches from the end of the conduit and going to do the calculation and show you how to do that. So it's pretty easy stuff. So this is the conduit that I'm going to use. I want to mark this conduit. First I want to put my name on there because I require my students to have their name on there because I don't want them to think that that's not really theirs. Then I'm going to mark it 2 inches from the end. This is where my bend is going to start. The first bend. Mark it at 2 inches. Make the mark go all the way around. Now I need to know the calculation, the multiplier, so that I know how far apart to put these marks. Since I'm planning on using Since I'm planning on using 45-degree bends, let's find out. The multiplier is 1.414, so 1.414 times 6 inches. I'm going to make a 6-inch offset equals, so 8.5 inches. I'm going to make 8.5 inches between the bends. Since I know that this one is 2 inches off that end, I'm going to go 10.5 inches off of that for my second bend. Make sure to always mark the conduit before you make the first bend. Otherwise, it'll be impossible to make an accurate measurement, right? 45-degree bend, 30-degree bend with this bender is supposed to be when the handle is straight up. But a 45-degree bend, we're going to use a level to make sure that we find it. We're going to find it nice and good, okay? I'm leaving some foot pressure on there after I found the mark. This is supposed to be straight up. Make sure you're using good foot pressure. Usually this is the point where people stop having great foot pressure. I'm going to go a little bit more. Put my level on there. Now when I get it to 45 degrees, that bubble will be right in between those marks. Beautiful. Okay, there's going to be a little bit of spring back. I just had a little bit of spring back. For the second bend that I'm putting in here, I want the bender to be exactly opposite. So after it bent this way, I want it to bend this way. So the bender is going to go on it this way. Now I have this fear of dogs. And my fear of dogs has made it so that I make sure to align this very well. Okay? If I fail to get it aligned properly, it'll put a dog leg in there. Now I have to have this next bend with the bender handle inverted like this, because if I don't, if I set this down on the ground, this will be bonking into the ground and it would be bad, right? Might put a dimple in this, might take some bend out of that, whatever it is. I hook the bender handle with my shoe, put my leg around it like this, choke up on the back quite a bit so that I can try and get this to start. I need to bend it at least as far as so that this has got a flat plane and I can put the bender back down on the ground to finish this up so that I can put really good foot pressure on there, because Mr. Andresen is kind of an a-hole. Oh, that's me, yeah. So now I'll put this here level. I already measured, and I know that that first bend was pretty close to a 45. I want to make sure that this thing is nice and flat and perfect. So I'm going to put it on like this for the second bend. Then I just go until it's right there in between those two lines. When I have some spring back. Righto. Okay, let's see how good we did. Put it on this table. Get it all nice and aligned with this edge. I'm gonna take a look at this. I've got a little dog in there. Dang it. So I'm taking a look at this bend here, making sure that it's got a nice even slope. Got a lot of foot pressure on there. This one's got a nice even slope. Got a lot of foot pressure on there. I'm pretty heavy, so it's easier for me to put a lot of foot pressure on there. Then we're sitting right at 6 inches. Put that over this edge so we can see the, yeah. All right, boom, that's all there is to it. Mr. Andresen, you lose 3 points for that dog. Okay, that's it.